Hello, Nicky video. Today we're gonna take a look at some battles that got sent to us with a double magnet line, and all Pokemon are shadow in this line, which is pretty cool. We see here a Dragonite in the lead and two Steel types in the back. That's something that's very commonly used, as usually not with those two Steel types though. Especially the Magneton here is a best buddy version, that's why it's at 2500 at those CP. Going to be very interesting how good this Pokemon going to be, as we see a Machamp against this trainer now. We will be able to go for some Dragon Claws, which definitely going to get the shields here. It's very good to have the fighter lined instead in the Dragonite here instead of the Steel types, of course. Going to be very interesting how this line going to work out. Very squishy. I expect some very fast games, to be honest, because like it's literally has no bulk. You're going to keep one shield here, which I definitely like, as your Pokemon in the back is very squishy and kind of like some shields. Let's see how much is Shadow Discharge going to do from the Magneton. Nearly completely destroys this Empoleon, and you're going to be able to win this game here. Good game there, first game. Next opponent, we will see a Dragonite against Swampert, and coming now into a... That's, what's it called again? I don't know the fast move again. Karate Chop. I think it's a Karate Chop version of Machamp, which generates energy faster, but is definitely way worse than the version with counter. You're going to try to catch the movie. If this is a rock slide, this is amazing. What a catch. Like, I would have had no idea how much energy he had, but that's kind of nice, as you're now going to be able to go for some... Oh, that's going to be really tough to beat. I think he had a Swampert in the lead there, if I'm not wrong. And or it was this one here. And you're going to be able to now go for your Dragonite again, I guess. And you will be able to shield this move up. But it's going to be a tough one. Like, I don't know how you want to win this. You go down to this move, I'm pretty sure already. And yeah, that's going to be a loss. Next opponent, we're going to see a Nidoqueen in the lead. Going to be good that you have it here again. Your backline dies completely to ground types. Like, you cannot do anything against ground types really. You actually catch the move here, which is kind of good because it's a Stone Edge. That's kind of a wild guess that they have a Stone Edge Nidoqueen. I'm not sure, but that's kind of crazy. As you can now go for one Wild Charge, get the shield here. You can go back into your Dragonite. You might want to shield this move up. Going to be a Mega Horn. Mega Horn would do a ton of damage, even though it's resisted, and you can go up to 2 superpowers. I'm not quite there, but this should be still fine, as you can farm down the opponent. And you see the Nidoqueen coming back in. Knowing now that they have Stone Edge, it's actually a pretty decent matchup for your Pokemon in the back, because you have Magnet Bomb. Magnet Bomb is one of the best Steel type charge moves that you can have. And it's going to destroy this one, and we see a Galissapod just forfeiting immediately, which is going to be very good for you. Next opponent here, we're going to see a Trevenant. You see, like, those battles are really fast, so only sped up 2 times here. And you're going to go into your Magnezone now, which will be able to shield this move up, I guess. Yeah, it's going to be a Shadow Ball. Going to actually, like, that's this thing that a lot of people don't know. Like, I actually had some comments below as well. Oh, why do you go for a resisted move? If you have a Mirror Shot here, Wild Charge, even if it's resisted, does just more damage here. He goes for the Mirror Shot, which is an interesting play, trying to debuff the opponent. Wild Charge would have done more, but you get to 2, maybe you get the debuff here, which would allow you to take some moves better, and you get the debuff, and we see a Warring coming in. And this should be a pretty easy KO here with the Magneton. Should be able to go for one Discharge, and actually not KOing him yet. You kind of have to let this move go through, to be honest. Or you actually shield this move. It's going to be an Earthquake. I guess your Magnet Bomb still going to do a lot of damage. If you didn't know this, a Magnet Bomb is better than Discharge in a neutral matchup. Here both are single resisted, so they actually shield this move up, which is interesting. And they go for one Hydro Cannon, which are not going to KO you, which is kind of bad for you, because now they get more energy. And you can go for one Dragon Claw. Does this do enough damage to KO the Swampert? It does, and a very good game again. Next opponent, we have a Nidoqueen again. You start a little bit late into the game here, which kind of seems to be the case if you... Is this another Stone Edge? It's another Stone Edge. Why is everybody running Stone Edge right now? When you have the game open too long, sometimes you start in a little bit late, so like restart the game maybe. Helps at least me a lot of times when I have the issue. But we see here that the Mirror Shot going to get the shield from the opponent. They swap out into the Machamp. And you can go ahead, go back into your Dragonite, threaten a shield here with the Dragon Claw. I don't think they're going to shield this though, because they survive it exactly. And you kind of have to shield this one up because it's going to be a rock slide. You can go now back into your Magneton if you want to. You can shield this. You should shield this. You shield this. It's going to be a Poison Fang. And you're going to catch the Poison Fang now on your Magneton, which is going to be a very nice matchup for you now, as you can go for some Magnet Bombs. But oh no, this is looking a little bit tough here. I think this might be a good game already. Unless you can somehow farm him down here. Okay, yeah. No, there was no way there where you could win this game. They're going to shield it up. They can just go for one Mega Horn. You are going to go down here. It's going Aerial Ace. It's also fine. Going to KO you, and it's going to be a good game. Next opponent, Charizard. Charizard, depending on the fast move, is actually fine for you, and it has the Dragon Breath, which is actually pretty decent for you, as you now get out the opposing Venusaur. It seems like, by the way, that you use the Magnezone as a safe swap. I'm not 100% sure about this. I think Magnezone is the better closer here. I would maybe even use the Magneton in the safe swap. Did I just say Magneton as well? Magnezone as a closer, Magneton as a safe swap, in my opinion, a little bit better. Main reason for this is you have basically neutral damage for both of your charge moves there, while Mirror Shot is here basically just a bait move and your other move is a nuke move. But you can also kind of argue that the nuke move might get you some more shields, but in my opinion, maybe the Magneton might be a better safe swap, but it's like fine with both, to be honest. Like, both of them are really decent. We see the Dragon Claw getting shielded up. You're going to let this move go through. You're going to rely completely on your Magneton, which is going to be interesting, as you can go ahead, go for one discharge here, trying to KO the Charizard. They have to shield if they want to survive it, but they don't want shield, and they have a Porygon? Okay, something that I didn't really expect. Porygon 2 here. You're going to be able to survive one move of them. Don't go for this move here. Don't go for discharge. It's Magnet Bomb is better. Magnet Bomb is better. Don't go for discharge here. Magnet Bomb does more damage, has like 10 more damage or something. It doesn't really matter in this case, but general information here, though, please go for Magnet Bomb instead of the discharge. Thank you. We see a Dragon type in the lead. You kind of want to swap out onto the charge move perfectly here, onto your Magnezone. Very nice swap. Like, this player definitely knows how to swap the Pokemon around, as we see the Ascaf coming in here. You can go for the straight wall charge. They didn't expect it, and they're going down. You can go back into your Dragonite, I guess. You're going into your Magneton, and it's actually a War Rain, which is really good for you, because you now have a perfect alignment here. You can go for the discharge. They kind of have to shield it, and they kind of have to bait you now all the time in order to have a chance of still winning this game, and they're going to bait you. They're going to go ahead and try to get to another move, I guess. And you still have your own Dragonite though. Now you go for this move. Fine. Magnet Bomb going to KO them. You can let this move go through. Actually, you can I would have shielded this. Like, one superpower definitely KOs there the opponent. But I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because both of them will do enough to KO the opponent here. Good game to you here. Very interesting way of playing this matchup, as we see the next opponent having a Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz going to be very good for your backline, so you basically... I cannot see the CP on my screen right now, by the way. If you see the CP, you're going to know if he went to the right league or not. But Mandibuzz in this league would be a little bit interesting. For me, the CP are cut off in the video. I definitely fix it again. But here you're going to see the S-Curve, which is going to no-shield the first one. They're going to no-shield the second one as well. He is not. He's going to shield this one. And you kind of want to go for the superpower immediately here, to be honest, as this will guarantee you another shield or KO the opponent without them getting a move through. You kind of have to shield this. Dragonite is still very valuable here. It's going to be an Aerial Ace, and you swap immediately into your Magneton, which can definitely pressure this version here, as you can go ahead, go for one discharge, nearly KO this thing. You can take one move here. Dark Pulse going to hurt a lot, but we will see at the end of the day. And Mach here in the back. You're going to be able to get to 2 moves, definitely. You have some energy stored on your Dragonite as well. This should be a pretty easy win. You're going to shield this move up, which I definitely agree with. It's going to be an Acid Spray actually, which you definitely wouldn't have got to the move, I'm pretty sure, if you didn't shield it. And you're going to be able to get this one off. You can go for your Dragonite now. And I don't think even a Dark Pulse would KO you from this range, so you can now basically try to farm him down and win the game. Next opponent here, we're going to see Ascaf, as we will be able to go for the You're going to go for the no shield here, definitely the right call. I think it's a Mega Horn, does some nice damage though. You can go for the bait and then try to go for another superpower, I guess. You go for the bait first, they do not fall for it, and you can go for 2 Dragon Claws, I guess. But you have to get rid of this Pokemon, and they're going to let this move go through, which is very nice for you. You swap out immediately. Very nice play there, because basically both Pokemon in the backline of you are basically the same Pokemon, so it doesn't really matter in which one you swap in, and you have to hope that they don't have like a Trevenant. I mean, even a Trevenant would be okay-ish. Even a very nice no-shield here, as this allows you now to get either the KO or the final shield by the opponent, and you get the final shield, which is in my opinion even better than the KO, as you can now go ahead and go into your Magneton. You still have to shield one move at least, I think, or you try to catch, and you tried to catch, which didn't work out, which wasn't necessary either, because you would win CMP anyway, and you would have KO'd this Pokemon anyway, so maybe not the best, but what is very good for you is this Pokemon in the back, which is going to be the Crobat, which is an easy win. Next opponent, we see a Warrain. Warrain will be a very nice, like in general, very nice matchup for your backline again. Your backline really destroys Warrain, as we see a Talonflame coming in with the wrong fast move. Very cool version there, not the correct fast move on Talonflame. Makes a huge difference, as you can go ahead and let this move go through. Going to be a Flame Charge only. I don't know the counts for Talonflame with this, yeah, with this fast move here, to be honest. But we see now the Warrain coming back, and you can shield this move up just to be sure that it's not an Earthquake, it's an Icicle Spear, and you will be able to go for Magnet Bombs here, which are going to do definitely enough to two-shot him, I think. I would say third lates, yeah, exactly. Two-shotting this Pokemon real quick, and then you should still be able to go for 1 discharge against the incoming Warrain, even if they want to bait you. I think you're fine here. Going for the shield, it's going to be an Icicle Spear, and you will be able to go for the discharge in time here, winning you the game. Very nice. Like, Magneton looks like a lot of fun, to be honest. This Pokemon seems to be pretty decent, as we see another Poliwrath coming in here. Poliwrath has access to Ice Punch, has access to Dynamic Punch, has access to Scald, and they catch the Ice Punch perfectly, getting out the S-Care with this Magnezone, which is pretty decent for you, as this will threaten your shield, but they do not shield, and you can now realign, which is not the ideal scenario for you either here, because of course this Poliwrath is now loaded with energy. You're going to get the first shield from them, you're going to be able to actually farm them down over a long period of time, but they're actually going to let this move go through. They will survive 1 Ice Punch, and they can get to another one here, which is really nice for you. It seems like they hopefully don't have another answer for you in the back, and it's going to be a Muk. Now you're going to go for the Magnet Bomb, which is definitely the right call, as this does more damage than the Discharge, and you will be able to two-shot this Pokemon pretty easily, so it's going to be a good game here again, as they cannot get two Dark Pulses here, or like even bait you and go for a Dark Pulse in time, as, I mean, you just go for the Discharge now for the Flex, I guess. It's also totally fine. Definitely, but if you want to like just try to get damage, I know that he knows that this will KO anyway, but if you try to get to some damage, definitely go for the other one. We see a Porygon here. Porygon is actually a cool Pokemon. I kind of want to have a double Porygon team, to be honest. Kinda should do this, to be honest. But yeah, we see what's called a Tangrowth coming in here. Very awkward scenario actually, because Tangrowth, everything is resisted, but you don't really do damage back to that either, so it's a little bit tricky. You're going to be able to survive this one. Yeah, Wild Charge would have done more damage than this Mirror Shot, but if you want to get the debuff potentially, you're fine, but you don't get the debuff, so it's kind of a risky one there. Maybe with the Wild Charge damage, you would have put him into range where you can easily farm him down. Now you have to shield the potential Rock Slide here, which is coming through now. And you will still have to throw 1 charge move, which I don't think you would have needed to throw if you went for the Wild Charge there. So, small things that would change in the gameplay there, of course. But it always depends on how you play during the games anyway. As we see the Porygon going to town with some tri-attack damage here, you will be actually able to farm down if you would have shielded the next one, but you're just going to go for the undercharge for whatever reason, just for flex, I guess. And we see another grass type in the back, which is going to be the Venusaur. You can go straight for the Magnet Bomb, you should be pretty fine, especially if they allow you to go for another one, but I think they're just trying to farm you all the way down, which should be still okay for you, because you can swap now into your Dragonite, and I'm pretty sure you survive one. They go for the bait first, which is smart, but completely unnecessary to be honest, as they only get to one more move anyway. And it's going to come down to the wire, but they die at the same time. And this is going to be it for the video. Very nice gameplay here, very well played in most scenarios. Some smaller issues which I pointed out in the video, but yeah, this is going to be it for the video. Thanks for sending it in, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Bye!